Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you the power of Elise jungle here after her buffs. Last patch she got base stat buffs plus a late game Q damage buff. In this patch they nerfed Red Smite. For those of you who aren't aware, Red Smite used to give 20% damage reduction once you activated it for I think the next 3 seconds. Now it only gives 10%. Elise wasn't much of a red buff style jungler. She's always been more of a blue smite style jungler, so it's very nice for her. It shot her win rate up, and right now she is a top 2 jungle champion based on pick rate and win rate. If you're looking for an early game carry jungler who has the best dives in the game and really solid invade, she's your champ. If you like to full clear, she's definitely not your champ. You should be playing Fiddle instead. Her full clears are terrible, especially in her initial clear. It's so bad if you try to do a full clear. You only really want to start out doing 3 to 8 maximum 4 to 5 camps, but generally you want a 3 camp clear gank or 3 camp clear invader up against a Xin Zhao who ran resolve tree secondary, so that'll be kind of interesting to invade. We'll see how that goes. We'll try to keep our eyes open for any other ganks we can take. You do more damage in spider form and you also move faster, so just keep that in mind. It's a good escape tool. You generally want to blow your load in human form first, because your Q in spider form does execute damage and your Q in human form does current health damage, so it's more efficient to use human abilities than spider abilities, only because of the way the percent damage works. I'll attack Q. We'll cycle him down with our W. We're letting our spiderling tank. And then whenever you use an ability in human form, it gives you back a spiderling. We're going to smite it, then Q it, because our Q has execute damage. Let our spiderling tank. And you should be able to do consistent 3 camp clears full HP, still have double refill, finish round 233, 235, and push out for an invade or a gank. Nasus doesn't look gankable, Kindred mid does. Kindred mid is a cheese pick I've done lots of videos on. It's extremely powerful as long as it doesn't get ganked. If you can camp it and put it behind. Hey, he's Xin Zhao. He's got really nowhere to go. He was missing too much health. Xin Zhao 3 camp clear is not healthy. I also play a lot of Xin. He would have been better off doing a full clear, and I would have ran into him. He would have been a lot healthier. But when you 3 camp clear on him, basically your second buff that you take when you're only level 2, you'll lose a lot of HP from it, so you don't want to be pushing out onto the map below half HP against an early game jungler like Elise. She'll light you up. Go ahead and hold on to our smite. Your only real skill shot in your kit is your cocoon. Even your W is not a skill shot, because when you land your Q in spider form, it'll heat sink and jump instantly to it. Not sure where Kat is going. I guess she's going for the pinch on this Sona. Go with the cocoon. I'm going to try to dodge this, cycle out our abilities, auto attack Q reset, auto attack. I'm going to flash in for that. I don't know if this guy has flash or not. Okay, he does have flash. We're going to just run through the river. We do have water walking and whatnot. Looks like Katarina wants some of this. Go with the cocoon. QW, we go up in the air. He doesn't have red buff, so we're going to live. We're not going to be able to get opposite side scuttle from this position. Pretty good start for us. Ultimately, if you can get 1 kill in your first clear, you're doing good. The fact that we have 3, we need to snowball this game. If you are fed on your first back, looking for Sork Shoes is a really good, then grab a Dark Seal and a Control Word. If you're not really fed, so if you only got 1 kill, you'd be better off looking for just tier 1 boots and as much of your Hextech alternator as you can afford. Elise is a very tempo-based jungler. You never, ever want to die on her in the same way you wouldn't want to die on Draven. When you're walking around the map, stay in spider form for the faster movement speed. Human form, WQ. And then we'll be going mid here. You mainly look for people who are shoved, and right now the Kindred's shoved, so she's one of our best options. Our spiderlings are dead, and we have them all in the little one, so we'll swap the human, drop W, down it goes. Ooh, hey Xin Zhao. I'll be looking for this. We should have the cutoff on him here. Auto attack E, W, Q. We have the boost, so he can't really outrun us. Finish him off with our 𝐒𝐿, get those Dark Seal stacks. I'll leave a control ward right there. All right, so his top side jungle's up. His bot side's down. He cleared it into a bot gank. He forced that pretty hard. We're going mid here. We're not going to swap into spider form because we need to be able to blow our human load. All of our human abilities first. So I'll act like I'm not running into his jungle by running a path this way. They have vision on me from minions, so now he's not going to be thinking, oh, she's going to kill me on Raps or Krugs, because that's where he's going to be next. Should be able to kill him. We don't have much CS just because we've had a lot of kill opportunities this game. If he's not on Raps right now, that means he went to his Krugs first, and we'll kill him here in a second. Yeah, we'll kill him. Alright, here we go. He should be doing it. Nope. He's not. He might have AFK'd. I think Nasus is collapsing on us. I think the minion saw us. I'm going to go ahead and not finish that camp. We don't need to clear it. We'll go for our top blue side. We left the original medium one, so the camp won't reset. The only thing that'll be left there is the original medium. The two mediums from the large one will disappear. As long as you hit level 6 pre 7-minute 30, you're making good timing. The fastest way to do that is to take some minions, share them with your laner after successful ganks. Minions give absolute heaps of XP. You both get the majority of the total anyway, so if it's a successful gank, it's kind of to be expected that you share the minions. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be last hitting them necessarily. You should just be pushing the wave. I'm going to invade Xin here, even though my blue's coming up. I think he might have rage quit, so we might as... Ooh, wait a minute. No, he took my... What? He took my red. My red just came up. That's where I started. Hey, what? That's janky, bro. He might have gone to my Krugs next. I don't know. He might have just reset from there. Someone took my... Oh, Kindred took my red. My goodness. Stay in spider form here. Pop our W. Still have our spiderlings alive. Go bot lane. Get our point our R. Draven has a decent amount of gold spent. Makes me a little nervous. Probably just go for this Sona. Yeah, she's already CC'd. We're gonna hit an auto attack, then Q. Q has more range than your normal autos, and your Q's also a dash. If they're within this circle, it pulls you to them. So Q's a pretty good gap closer. Kindred's level 6 in terms of gold spent. She's pretty much equal as me right now. Plus she has red buff, so she's not gonna be easy to kill here necessarily. Like to close distance before we we're quite a bit faster though because Relentless Hunter. Kindred also has really bad base movement speed at 325. Even with tier 2s we're faster than her, even without the water walking or Relentless. She's got nowhere to go. Yeah, that's funny. Just stun her out. She was gonna want to jump over, get to that plant. She's trying to time it. Cocoon caught her out. I think Xin did rage quit. I haven't seen him. It's not easy playing against an early game jungler who's being aggressive with you. The main things you're looking for when you're invading the enemy jungler is fighting them on their buffs, because buffs have a lot of HP. They take longer to take, so it gives you more leniency when you go in, to where most likely they're not going to have it finished yet, and then you can not only kill them, but you can oftentimes get the buff. So just keep that in mind when you're going to be playing it invade heavy style. If you're not invading on a buff or fighting for a scuttle, it's just kind of random to show up for a wolf camp or something like that. It's generally not worth it. These guys are grouping up mid. We'll play for double herald and end this game early since they have a rage quit. I'm going to go ahead and take you to part 2 because the rest of this game was pretty boring and Xin never came back. I'll see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of Elise in the jungle with the buffs. So we're up against the Diana this game. This should be a lot of fun. You're mainly looking for a jungler who you can exploit, someone who's not going to be able to easily get away like a Kayn. And in terms of the enemy team comp, you're looking for champions who can't consistently dodge your E, since that's your only real skill shot. The only person on their team who's going to be able to consistently dodge it is a Lucian because of his dash, and that's assuming his dash isn't on a cooldown. I'm assuming Diana worded that. Though this ward spot's mainly to stop people from cheesing your buff level 1, but it doesn't stay around long enough to stop them from in 3 camp clear invading you. And Diana is one of those junglers that tends to do a full clear, so this should work out perfectly. Like I said though, if you for whatever reason you don't think you can win the solo fight, or you just don't want to invade them, you can always 3-camp clear gank in the Scuttle Crab. You don't have to invade, but the majority of the time it is one of your best options since Elise has a massive level 3 double buff power spike. Trying to tank for my little spiderlings. And then now we'll let them finish it off. There's actually no reason for us to swap back into human form. When we're crossing over, it just slows us down. We lose a little bit of movement speed. But right about now, we would turn it off. Pop the plant. WQ auto. WQ. We'll let one of these guys tank. They can soak 2 autos, which is pretty dang solid. Looks like 𝐒𝐿 got a very early kill there. Not too thrilled about that. If 𝐒𝐿 manages to get fed early, it's a bad omen for what's going to happen in the mid game. Her early game isn't that bad. The main thing is she lacks kill potential. We're going to look for that invade. Finished around 233 again. Water walking is going to help you get there much faster. Water walking is also just nice to have. You fight in river, you'll be stronger, much faster. Hey Diana. So she did have her smite for this. She's not going to win this fight though. Auto attack Q, auto attack Q. Down she goes. We got her flash and we didn't need to use ours because we were able to use our repel. Lucian might be rotating into me. Not sure where he's at. We'll go for topside scuttle. Ooh. Oh, he had exhaust. That's kind of interesting. We got him with an auto attack there. Auto attack Q. We really need our stun. Got it. Nice. We're not going to be able to fight for bot scuttle now. These are the situations where Elise is exceptional at. Just these nasty level 3 scraps with double buffs. This is where you build your lead. If you can manage, like I said, to get 1, maybe 2 kills, but all you really need is 1. So check it out. Your W doesn't really matter where you put it. As long as you land your Q, it flies. It's pretty funny. That's why I say Elise only has 1 real skill shot. I'm gonna give each one of these a poke. Diana is bot side right now, so we could stick around. I think we should just back though. She's so far away. Her raptors are down. I don't want to go invade for just Krugs. Plus we have top side scuttle and we're assuming bot side scuttle's down, so backing here is one of our best options. Go ahead, push for this. I don't want tier 2 boots without getting a dark sill. Tier 2 boots without dark sills feels bad because you'll be skipping a lot of camps for the sake of kills, but you're not maximizing that kill value because if you don't have dark sill, the kills only mean so much. Evelyn players will know exactly what I'm talking about. Plus we have Relentless Hunter. We're already moving 376. Pretty dang good. Go ahead and smite that. We can let our spiderlings finish that off. This is going to get the Krug camp respawning in at a higher level. I'll control where this because I'll keep ganking it. Using the water walking, running behind this guy, preferably hit him with red buff auto attack first. I think we got the stun on Senna. It's a full-on stun, it's not a snare. The perks to not using your E too early is if they flash, they're not going to flash your stun, your cocoon, because they flash too early. Plus, if you red buff auto attack them, it makes it easier to land because they can't get out of the way of it. That's why you want to come up behind people. If you can't come up behind them, it's a bad gank unless it's a dive. So if you don't have enough minions for the dive, then don't do it. Lucian's still holding on to his dash. He's in a really bad spot though. He also should have faster base movement speed than him. I don't think Lucian knows where to go here is what's going on. Yeah, he feels like he doesn't have an escape route, which he really doesn't. He gets the knock up, we land that, we get the kill, Dark Harvest, and the wave is going to crash on Lucian. That's really bad for him. Yasuo's level 6, pre-6 minute mark, very balanced. Solo lane, super balanced, hitting level 6 without really being fed. Pre-6 minute mark, both of them. You're telling me that my top laner who dies at like level 2 solo Should be hitting level 6 pre 6-minute mark. Like, what? How is that even a thing? I'm telling you, man, solo lanes have been way overbuffed. At least when it comes to XP. Way too much. Let's see if she's over here. Oftentimes junglers will start their full clear back up, so. Oh, hey Diana. She's tanking these right now. It's kind of funny. Ooh, she got it. She's dead though. We're going to auto attack Q. Down she goes. The beautiful Q auto reset plus the extra range and the dash on it. Very nice. We're still so far away from level 6. Struggle. We need to leech some minion XP. That's been our biggest mistake in both of these games. Is after successful ganks, we're not sticking around. And you really need to. So my whole bot side's up. I kind of want to path towards that. And I'm also pathing towards her blue buff. Lucian's backing off. He seems to know we're in the area maybe. Ooh, maybe not. Pressure him with autos. I'm surprised he didn't try to dodge that. Ooh, if that landed though. We need to hurry up and take our red buff. We're about to get cheesed by Diana. She's going to be finishing up her blue buff right about now. If I had a word, I'd lay it. But I don't, so it is what it is. I'm going to smite it early. Because your Q in Spider Form's an execute. And I want to get max damage off of it. Got it. Alright, level 6 still pre 8-minute mark. We're hitting a good time. We'll go kill Lucian. He's very diveable. Could flash on him if we need to. Ooh, Scuttle's up actually. Hey Diana. She dashes to the Scuttle. I don't think she'll dash to the plant. She misses a lot of her damage. She has nowhere to go. I have a gold advantage too, so she doesn't win this. Run her down with our Q. We have water walking. She has no boots. We're in a really good spot to fight her. It's very challenging for timed ability champs or skill shot champions to fight Elise because you can dodge it with your E. We dodged her R damage, which is going to be the majority of her damage at this point in the game. She's going to be pathing over to her red buff. We want to get over there without making it obvious. So we're going to do that same thing where we cut our angle tight. Or I guess wide. We're going to act like we're going to our jungle. Cannon sauce. She's going to be on it right about now. So we'll walk in on her here in a second. Hopefully she doesn't have a control word and people aren't rotating randomly. She should be here. Maybe she waited in base for a second. She might have gone to Krugs first or Raps first. It's possible. We can wait for a gank. I don't really want to start it while the Kel missing. Just like I said, Diana should be here. Sometimes, ooh, yeah, sometimes you can see the pixels. We missed our stun, which is tragic. She doesn't have flash though, so we just wait for our second Q cycle. We don't want to stay for this. Kel's actually pretty strong, especially if we're missing this much health. She's not fun to fight. We'll go ahead and take care of while their jungler's dead. I have mid prow, top prow. This is a great time to do it. My spiderlings are dead, so it's time to swap out. Plus our W is down on a cooldown. Your W is where your spider form damage really comes from. At least sustained damage. 60% attack speed for 3 seconds. That's spicy. I really don't want Nasus to steal this. I'll be really bummed if he does. Sick. Kel's full HP. I don't really want to dive. It feels bad to do something like that. I wouldn't recommend pushing for a Mej on Elise since you are a melee style jungler. There will be situations where it'll be hard for you to survive. Oftentimes it's best to hold it on to a dark cell unless you're super confident. I feel like they have different tools for killing me with Gale Force Lucian, Gale Force Jhin, the Senna slows, so I'll just chill on the dark sill. Totally fine. That is a-okay. It's time to pick up the Mej. Oh wait, I just said I wasn't going to do that, lol. Okay, so we're going to go for Night Harvester, Sork Shoes, Control Ward. Like for me, I would personally go for the Mej, but for most people, it's a bad idea because it's an expensive item, and if you die once, you lose 10 stacks instead of only losing 5 from the Dark Sill, so it's very high risk and medium reward, in my opinion. Wait, this chick's in my jungle. She took my Krugs. The heck? Swap human form. They're knocked up, so we'll toss out the E. He flashes it. Why are these guys so fast? Oh my goodness. We have the damage from Night Harvester. They don't have any HP or magic resist items yet, so we're chunking. We're gonna want to lay Herald while there's still plates up. We have bot prio. Diana can't come and fight me. Whenever you're dealing with dragons that have AoE damage, like Flame Dragon and Earth Dragon, you want to stand opposite to your Spiderling so they don't get one-shotted. 𝐒𝐿. We could have also gone in for the dive. I think Dragon's more important than a dive at this point. I would have only done the dive if our Herald could just bash the plates super hard. Got it. This guy's dead. Then we just repel. You can only jump to enemies, so enemy minion, a champion, a monster, or you can repel to plants for some reason. I think they did that just to make Elise stronger, because it doesn't really follow the rule of jumping to an enemy unless you consider... Well, I guess the way you could describe the rule as you can jump to something that you are allowed to auto attack. I guess that's a fair assessment. We'll hobble around a bit in spider form, get places quicker, back into human, especially as you approach bushes. Minion sauce. I wasn't paying attention to the minion stream. It's actually really bad timing on my part. I don't want to face check that bush. Their mid laner's missing. It could be their jungle and mid laner both in there. We don't have blue smite. Killing him when he's in his minions with no blue smite would be kind of weird. Oh, I was expecting the dash back, but he didn't really. He's dead. The 𝐒𝐿𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒 on spider form is too juicy for that. Elise really plays like a ranged Warwick. The type of thing she does and looks for. Oh, that was a great juke on his part. Spider form out of here. Your spiderlings also block skill shots like Morgana Snare, Lux Q, that type of stuff. They can definitely get in the way. Nice try. I wasn't sure if she was going to R early, so that's why I flashed early. Ooh, I didn't leave my Herald in time. That sucks. I laid my Herald way too late. Plates fall off 14-minute mark. I waited. Oof. That's not great. We'll go ahead and path into her red buff. Even though we're sitting on gold, we have our Dark Sill finished, so we'll be quite a bit stronger than her. We also have Sorcery Tree secondary, which is much better for fights than Inspiration Tree. Inspiration's just raw utility. It's not actual damage. Having the absolute focus, 15 extra AP, plus the Dark Sill differential, way more than enough. With that being said, if you're not ahead on Elise, and it's in the mid-late game, you shouldn't be looking to fight Conqueror, Lethal Tempo style champions. His dash is on a cooldown. He just cost me a lot of HP. Get that healing from our spider form autos, we'll take it. She's gonna finish her red buff. We'll probably find her on her Krugs, unless she did Krugs first, which is possible. Yeah, she did. She's on wraps. It took so long, Lucian got in the way. Oh well. Walk her down. She even burned flash. She needed to flash the stun though. Just one of those things. Someone's ahead of you. You may want to just hold on to flash, but oftentimes it's better to use it and not die. Oh. Ooh, she took a lot of damage from that. Dash back to the minions, stay in spider form. Oh my god, Senna R. I don't know if Senna R would have killed me, but it was scary. We need to get this pushed in for the Nasus. We'll stay to break this down with our W. If Diana shows up, we already know she doesn't have flash, so I don't know how much she could actually get done here. We're moving 400 movement speed in combat, outside of river, outside of combat. So Relentless Hunter kicks and we're moving 450, which is really fast. It's faster than most champions with Mobies. Nah, sis, you didn't bait that very well. You just needed to keep running to me. Ah! I guess it's worth. I'll take it. Lucian doesn't scale anyways. And I'm chilling on a dark still, so... It is what it is. The reason why you don't take Rocket Belt on Elise is she has pretty consistent ways to close distance with her Q in Spider form, E in Spider form, plus being a Blue Smite style jungler, so... Generally, Rocket Belt just doesn't make a lot of sense for her. Plus, you have enough buttons to press as it is on her to not have to worry about setting up a proper Rocket Belt. And I'm not just making that up. All her highest win rate builds are all Night Harvester. Rocket Belt isn't even really played on her anymore. They have buffed Night Harvester a bit to make it more competitive with Rocket Belt, because generally Platinum players and up are good enough at using activatable items to where Night Harvester was pretty useless. But at this point it's solid. It gives more HP than Rocket Belt. It gives something else too. I'll show you here in a second. We got double dragon, double herald. That's what you want to be doing. So it's 90, 250. So yeah, it gives 10 more ability haste and 50 more HP. Yeah. Very nice. At this point, we'll go for this. Then we'll go for, I guess, Hourglass, so we don't blow our shutdown. We could sell refill at this point, because we're going to stack up our other slots with non-refill items. You only hold on to refills if you're, or corruptions if you're the type of champion that takes Time Warp Tonic and that type of stuff in the inspiration tree. But that's usually for laners. Junglers don't do that. Potion abusing is not really a jungler thing. Ever since they got rid of the jungler's potion, it would give you a potion like every time you killed a monster camp. Ever since they got rid of that, the jungle meta is not about potions. Moving 472 in river. Hey, Diana. That's awkward. I might actually... Okay, good. He's getting pressured. I need to heal off this. I need that sweet, sweet Gromp heal. Nice. Lots of HP. Should be able to lay this over the wall, I think. Nice. Not bad. Lucian's trying to go in for the flank. He's not fed. He's just griefing it down here. Get him with the stun. Stun's so free if they're already CC'd. It travels fast enough to where it's pretty much always going to get there in time. And that's it. They quit. GG's, well played. Let's take a look at the graphs. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had the most in the game. Looking at damage taken, we'd taken one of the most on our teams. Not too bad, and we got a lot of value out of our runes. If you guys enjoyed this Elise gameplay, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is 𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐒. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.